Everyone, this is Ultra Runner. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I just want to kind of go through. I guess this is really like pre-order season, so many figures, transformers, toys, whatever collectibles are coming out right now. So I want to kind of go through my collector list and kind of show you guys what I have on pre-order from across a couple different brands, from 6 scale to Transformers. So I'm going to start here with probably what I'm most excited about of anything that's coming out right now that I have on pre-order is the Craftsman Toy Skybreak Ultra Magnus. Such a cool looking figure. I know he got a lot of hype after TIFCon, but this guy's been on pre-order for me for probably about a month now. So because he's been available, and this is on Show Z, but right now they've only got the grayscale version of him. This is prototype pictures, but super cool. And you guys know Ultra Magnus is my guy, so I'm pretty excited about this version of him. Very IDW looking, but across the board, still kind of classic Ultra Magnus with this really bulky, almost kind of like a man-at-arms kind of look, just like heavy weapons specialist. Kind of reminds me of Heavy Arms from Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. So which is one of my favorite characters of all time. So super cool in that regards. Got the Matrix. Right now no color pictures of him, but again, like I said, I made the deposit for him on the 16th of February, so he's been out for a bit. Also, I have the Missing Link Grimlock. He's been same thing with Show Z. I've had him on PO since middle of January, so pretty long time. I'm gonna probably pick up. I haven't decided if I'm gonna get the animated version yet, but for sure picking up the toy version just because this is one I had as a kid. Would love to have all the chromed out Dinobots. So looking forward to those guys. That is my favorite team of all time. So definitely would love to get those guys here. Just another pick of him. Got the again from Show Z. This is the Missing Link Delta Magnus. I have the Missing Link. Oh, he'll come up in a bit, but I do have Missing Link Ultra Magnus on order. But right now, only one of these guys. I'm not gonna sure if I'm picking up two because I do have the Masterpiece version, but not quite sure I'm gonna pick up a second. But definitely gonna have. Got this guy coming in. He's been on PO now since October, so of 25. So as soon as he went up on Show Z, put him up, picked him up, put the deposit down. So super excited to get this guy in hand. That mole is such a great mole. He was my first, leader, because I did get I guess technically this mole was my first leader. Since Ultra Max was my first big Transformer. So super excited to get Delta, and the Delta Magnus colors are just pretty stellar. I'm a bigger fan of Ultra Magnus colors, but Delta Magnus definitely looks good. I think I got a couple 12 scale figures on order. This is Mafex Rogue. I'm doing something with my comic book art I have up, and so I wanted a Rogue that kind of represents it. This is not quite X-Men 97 looks because she's got the comic book brown jacket versus the green, but close enough for right now. I'm sure we'll get a recolor or a repaint into more of an X-Men 97. Everybody who's reviewed this figure so far that has it, this is actually on order through Big Bad Toy Store. It's kind of lackluster. The fact that they gave us, Mafex was really lazy and gave us the same hair sculpt with 3 different faces is super unusual, and this thing was delayed like a year, but it is what it is, so that should be coming in soon, I think, since the Japanese reviewers already have there. So again, with Big Bad Toy Store, I guess the rest of these are most of these are Big Bad Toy Store pre-orders. But yeah, getting the Age of Prime Power Glide. Never had them as a kid, and this looks really good. And this will probably be the conclusion to my mini bots, because not sure if there's anybody else I actually needed or wanted to get. So most of my Transformers are Studio Series 86, but I do have a few War for Cybertron, things like that, and Legacy United, and then I think this is one of the few Age of the Primes I have, so that I have coming in. So, Sunstreaker, SS86, got to pick out all those guys. I did have them in the 5-pack and sold them just because I wanted the official SS86 release, even though this guy's going to come without the gun. We've all been there with that piece, but it is what it is. This is the Missing Link Ultra Magnus. Again, this is my guy. I'm not a Prime guy. I'm an Ultra Magnus guy. He was my second Transformer I ever owned, or maybe it was my third. No, he was. I had Jazz and then Ultra Magnus, and then I got Springer. So most of my Transformers fandom came from the 86 movie. I wasn't even a watcher of the cartoon until after I saw the 86 movie. So, and I was only 12 at the time. So definitely looking for this guy. I do have 2 on order, which will have 2 pictures here. But I'm going to have 1 in the box on display, and I'm going to have 1 open on display. And I'll probably show you guys that once they come in, how they're going to look. But they'll be on display in my office, so looking forward to him. I almost bought a original and a re-release, but honestly, it's like having an original would be great, but everybody wants so much for him now, and I'd rather just go ahead and get the best version of that, which is that mold with neuroplastic, possibly better paint, tampos instead of stickers, and of course better articulation. So I am getting SS86 Astro Train next. This is the G.I. Joe, was it Don Marino? This is the Snake Eyes, I guess this a version of Snake Eyes. I don't have any G.I. Joes, and I've been wanting to pick one up, and I did get the Cedric Poulat, I think it was G.I. Joe number 324 comic books with her on the cover, which are pretty phenomenal. So I bought the comic books, and I decided to go and get the figure to go with it. Not figured out how I'm gonna display that yet, but I'm gonna have those up with her too. Just looking forward to having a G.I. Joe figure. Because I don't have any right now, and just because I want at least 1. This is Wheeljack, of course. Got him coming in. I've already made a video on this. Definitely got the Matrix of Leadership coming in, picking that guy up. We've got Skywarp here, so he is on pre-order as well with Big Bad Toy Store, and Shockwave. Gotta have him. Like I said, again, for you guys who haven't watched my videos before, I am an SS86 completionist, so I do have everything that's been released so far, and I will pick up everything that's branded SS86 unless it's just a repack. So I did not pick up the Scourge Mortem ECI because it is the exact same figure as the original SS86 release. So as long as there's no changes to it, I'll pick it up. But if they would have changed his color or anything like that at all, I probably would have picked him up. I do have all of the unalive characters, including the Ratchets, Brawn and those guys, and I've got a collection tour video. You can see that. I even have the core class Ratchet and Ironhide. And I will pick up the One Shall Stand, One Shall Fall, Prime, and Megatron. I'm just gonna wait on those guys until they go on sale because they're in stock pretty much everywhere, and I don't know if I want to pay full price for them just because they're not that important to me, but we'll see how it goes. I have what is this? Gurren? No, this is Login. So I have Login coming in. This is actually not for me. It's actually for one of my kiddos. He's a big Gurren Login fan. So I saw this pop up, and it's only like 2.5 inches. Pretty expensive for what it is, but very detailed, and I'm sure he'll be happy getting this piece. Akuma. This is the Storm Arena version. I was looking at the Jada, but Storm is just better. I've got Storm collectibles now with the Gotcha Man, June, and Ken, and Storm they're just phenomenal. And for the price you're getting, I think the Storm Arena is better, and I do like both Akumas, but this is the one I'm going to pick up. And any variants of this guy they have, just because Akuma is my favorite character. I'm a huge Capcom person, a huge Street Fighter fan. I was a Sega Dreamcast purchaser. I still have two of them actually that function, and I use those, and I play them all the time. But that was or I play them all the time. I play them here and there, but I do play Street Fighter Collection on my Switch, and Akuma's always been my guy in any version of him. So I'm hoping we get like a Shin Akuma repaint or anything like that. All would be great. So, but any versions of him, I'm pretty much in on, I think. Besides maybe like a player or two. And then for 6 scale, I've got the this is Thor from Age of Ultron, which is arguably the last Avengers movie, because this is the last movie where they actually fought as the Avengers. After that, they weren't the Avengers fully until Endgame, and of course Black Widow was gone. So, but this is the big six, and this is probably my favorite look for him, because I think this is his last long hair version before, because after that he cut his hair. So artisan edition it is. I was able to get this in the queue, so he's on PO. Plo Koon, this guy is paid in full, just waiting on the ship. They've gotten him overseas already, so I'm expecting to see something from Hot Toys or from Sideshow in the next probably couple of weeks, saying that he'll be coming in soon. I'm super excited for him to go on my Ahsoka shelves, since everybody even know the backstory with Plo Koon. He actually brought Ahsoka into the he found her and brought her into the Jedi, or brought her to be a Jedi essentially. This has been on PO for a long time. This is Artisan Edition Harley Quinn. Absolutely love this look for Margot Robbie crushed it, and can't wait to get this on my DC shelf. Next, I've got the Winter Soldier. This is the Special Edition, Artisan Edition. This has been my first actual PO for Artisan. Not the first one I got, because I actually got the Darth Vader Set Apprentice first. But I'm super looking forward to this. Love this version of Bucky and this look. So he should be getting released pretty soon overseas, because him and the Stealth Suit Cap are right around the same time, and Cap's already got reviews on him. So hopefully this guy will be coming out soon, and he turns out great. Because I'm definitely looking forward. I'd be disappointed if he wasn't. This is Vi from Arcane. She was a day one pre-order as well, and I got an email from Sideshow saying that she is they're expecting her to be coming into the warehouse soon, so maybe I'll get her within the next few weeks. But super excited about this, and if you guys see my collection video, I do have a shelf with her on it, so that she's going to be on with Jinx. And then speaking of Jinx, I have her on this here, but she's actually inbound, so I got a notification today that she is going to be shipping, or that she's already shipped. So I probably won't do a review on it, because anybody you can go to for definitely better reviews anywhere else. But I will show her, kind of showcase her in my display, because I do have an Arcane setup, or a shelf for Arcane specifically, and I did order a UV light, and I'm going to modify it so it'll shine on her. Not fully, but just enough to hit her eyes while she's on display, because she does have that reflective paint on her eyes if you have UV lighting. So I'm going to be working with that, and I'll probably do a video showing that piece when it gets done, just because, I don't know long term how that works, but as far as UV light affecting or the black light, UV light, what do you want to call it, affecting the figure and materials and things like that. But I'm going to have it on there, and hopefully it goes pretty good. And then for, I think I have my order totals there, because it's now at 6, because Jinx is already on the way, but not much. In 6 scale, like I say, I got Cap coming in. Of course, I'm a huge Cap fan, so I will have, hopefully I can get most of the Caps they release, they redo them all. But I would love to get a Age of Ultron Cap, which is my favorite look for Cap. That's my absolute favorite suit for him. But Age of Ultron was pretty goated as far as looks. I mean, because they released Iron Man. I'm not a big fan of his suit, but Thor's look from there is my favorite. Black Widow from her, that look with the blue outline, electric look, piping she had, pretty stellar because she still has the short hair. And then Cap's look from there was good as well. So yeah, looking forward to getting this guy on the shelf. He's already got a spot ready to go. And last but not least, in 6 scale is the InArt. This is BVS Wonder Woman. I am hoping, I know they teased the pre-order for the BVS Batman, but I do have a BVS shelf. And so I'm looking forward to her coming in. Haven't seen, there's not been much word from InArt about this figure and the fact that she drops toward the end of this year. But as is, I think this figure could use a little bit of work, but as is, I'm buying it. So if it came out just like this, I'm still 100% happy with it and move on with my life. But definitely looking forward to getting more Snyderverse on the shelf. And with the anniversary of the Justice League, which is one of my favorite movies, at least probably top 5. In the next, I think it's today or maybe it's tomorrow, the anniversary for that. I'm hoping to see some announcements in 6 scale figures or anything like that at all, because I'd love to get a black suit Superman from InArt, or even have Hot Toys go back in the lab on some of their figures, because I don't have a Jason Momoa or Ezra Miller Flash. So if any stuff that they can do would be great, but if not, we'll see how it goes. But my BVS display won't be 100% InArt, so I'm not looking at the Hot Toys version for those at all. But for Justice League, I will definitely do Hot Toys since I do have the Cyborg right now. But yeah, that's everything I have on pre-order. Like I say, not a ton. I think for a lot of us, it's just hitting what we need. And a lot of us are now starting to really curate our collections. And I know I'm doing that for myself. So let me know if any of these you have on pre-order too. And if you're, picking up more, you got a lot more going on, you need to look at your pre-orders and go, hey, I need to cut back on some of those. Or, hey, there's a couple things you showed that I really didn't think about. Let me go and look at those as well. But, let me know in the comments below. Appreciate you guys checking out the video. Thanks for hanging out. Later.